Is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 22 online CFM game. We are now getting ready for week 7 of the 2021 season here in the Premier Madden League. But first things first, we have some business to take care of before week 6 wraps up. Our Texans have made our second trade in as many weeks. This time it's Bradley Roby on the move to the Pittsburgh Steelers in exchange for a 3rd round draft pick. Roby, the best cornerback on our roster with 2 years left on his deal, but no more at that time will be played in the city of Houston. Simply put, Bradley Roby, a veteran cornerback on a team that's trying to build towards the future. If we could get a 3rd or 4th round pick for Bradley Roby, I was okay with dealing him. It's going to hurt us now, but we definitely have our eyes on next year's draft as a big building block for our squad, especially after the Deshaun Watson trade. So Bradley Roby, as long as someone was willing to take him, we can send them. And the Pittsburgh Steelers actually have one of the worst records in the league, so there's a chance that that 3rd round pick can technically count as like a low 2nd round pick. So we'll keep our eye on that and keep our eye on Golden Tate, who is now a member of our Houston Texans. The GM, seeing players walk out but no one in return, decided let's make some moves out here. So we brought Golden Tate in. We also signed Sam Beal, who will start at cornerback for us to replace Bradley Roby. And you may notice that Golden Tate has immediately been promoted to wide receiver number 1 on the roster, and that's partially because we have signed Golden Tate in the place of Brandon Cooks, who is not playing in today's game against the 1-5 Arizona Cardinals. Also missing from our roster, Phillip Lindsay, our starting running back, also nowhere to be seen. And last time that happened, when Bradley Roby sat out last week's game against the Indianapolis Colts, he wasn't on the team by our next game. So keep an eye on that. Those are 2 big names, Brandon Cooks and Phillip Lindsay. As our team continues to build towards the future, at what point is it going overboard? Brandon Cooks, he's not even that old. Phillip Lindsay, he's 26 or 27 years old. So definitely some interesting moves being made. But right now, we are underway with the 3-3 Texans and the 1-5 Arizona Cardinals. And we just have to win with the players that we have on our roster right now, including Davis Mills. Under pressure, missing. That was intended for Golden Tate, but it actually ends up going to Brevin Jordan. Nonetheless, a reception, a gain of 6. And Trenton Cannon, who was signed in free agency in week 2, has assumed one of the lead back roles on this team, along with David Johnson, who is our primary 3rd down running back, our pass running back pretty much, as Brevin Jordan making his 2nd reception on the drive. Jordan coming off of a good game last week in the loss to the Indianapolis Colts. Not going to get that pass there, asking a little bit too much from Davis Mills. In motion, that is Adrian Peterson with the football. So our 3 healthy running backs that are not a healthy scratch: Adrian Peterson, Trenton Cannon, you see here, and David Johnson. Not a running back that is going to stick out amongst those guys. We'll just play all 3 of them in this game and see who stands out. Also, Golden Tate taking the place of Brandon Cooks. We'll see if he can provide anything for this team, as Brevin Jordan has been busy on this opening drive. A 3rd down conversion by the rookie. Now David Johnson out the backfield. Nice spin move. Johnson making his case for more playing time on this Texans roster. And unfortunately, Brevin Jordan's great opening drive might be coming to a close. Injured, holding his hand right there as Trenton Cannon barely holding onto the football, and it's going to be a quad strain. That's going to knock Brevin Jordan out of this game. So unfortunate for our rookie tight end right there, and that's going to put Jordan Atkins in at our starting tight end spot for the rest of the action, as Davis Mills fumbling the ball there, but thankfully picked up. Don't want to turn the ball over, especially after last week's game, but it is 3rd down and 24. This will be tough to convert, and Mills just getting it off. Oh, back in the end zone, Nico Collins, and they're calling it a touchdown. Wow, what a connection. The rookies, Mills and Collins, somehow making 6 points appear on the board. At least we believe. We have to get this one cleared by the booth, because this is a close call right here. It looks like Collins had both feet inbounds before he stumbled out, and yeah, that is a touchdown, and one of the best touchdowns you will see from this Texans squad all year long. 3rd and a mile. Pretty much no chance of converting at the last second, spotting Collins, who did a great job of spotting up back of the end zone and keeping his feet in bounds. So Two rookies looking like two veterans out there as we're able to stuff Ito Smith on the Cardinals' first offensive play of the game. Kyler Murray is definitely the focal point of this team. Gotta keep Kyler Murray in check, cannot let him leave the pocket and break the game plan. 3rd down and 5, here's Kyler, forcing him to be a pocket quarterback, which is all good and dandy when you have DeAndre Hopkins as your number 1 wide receiver. Obviously, this Cardinals team is stacked offensively. It's going to be hard to keep all of their weapons in check. We'll just do the best we can as Kyler on the move. Last second gets it off to Wilson. Monte Nicholson looked like he might have had a chance at the pick right there. Unfortunately, could not make the play. Instead, the Cardinals' offensive drive continues, and they're making pretty easy work of our Texans defense as they go no huddle, running the ball with Ito Smith. Once again, Justin Reed sits him down, and that could be a tempo-setting play as Kyler in the corner looking for Ito. Could have been a touchdown, but Gary and Connolly able to break it up. Now it's 3rd down and 4. Here's Kyler once again keeping him in the pocket as he tries to take off. There's our containment. That's going to be Jordan Jenkins getting the sack right there. And of course, Ross Blacklock ended up getting injured in our previous game. He was our starting defensive tackle so far this season, but he's going to be out for the next month. So Jenkins will be our main guy in the interior. We'll see if he could actually provide an improvement because he actually has better ratings than Blacklock. So we'll see if maybe that's a move we stick with, having Jenkins as our starting defensive tackle in there instead of Blacklock. As J.J. Watt gets injured, next play, Nico Collins on the reception. J.J. Watt getting injured, big for this Cardinals defenses. That'll help the Cardinals defense, sending Trenton Cannon the wrong way. Still no J.J. Watt on the field as Davis Mills, 2nd down and 16 against a 3-man rush. He's got a lot of time, rolls the pocket. Oh, and he had Golden Tate in the corner, but Davis Mills doing Davis Mills things. 3rd down and 16, Mills dropping back, setting up the screen pass. David Johnson, nice move, Johnson. Thinking about getting that 1st down right there, but what that did was get us in comfortable field goal range for Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, but Fairbairn's going to miss it anyways from 48 yards out. It's no good, and another injury to the Cardinals defense, Jordan Hicks, but the Cardinals will be celebrating that stop, or supposed stop, as we miss the field goal. So Fairbairn, who had a rough week in week 2 against the Cleveland Browns, has been solid since, but his old demons starting to appear once again here in Glendale. Here's a 3rd down for Kyler Murray, dropping back. He's got Ito underneath, but a great play by Desmond King. Actually, it's Justin Reed to break the football up there, and it's going to be an incompletion and a 4th down punt by Arizona. So, anytime we can force Arizona to punt the ball, that's a win for our defense, I feel like, as Nico Collins on the reception. Of course, Nico Collins coming off of a career game last time out, getting his first career touchdown in that game against the Indianapolis Colts. One of the few positives that we saw in that game against Indy, who is still undefeated at this point of the season. Chris Conley on the reception as we are midway in the 2nd quarter. Davis Mills, a great 12 for 14 passing, trying to make it 13 for 15. Once again, rolls that pocket, has the time, and connects with, Chris Conley making moves in a groove. The stick work. It's Conley for the touchdown. Chris Conley, a dazzling play, and the Texans are having fun in the sun here in the desert. Oh wow, the Texans with 2 spectacular touchdowns as Max Sharping gets injured once again. I feel like it's at least the 3rd time we've seen that guy get injured this year. He is our starting right guard on this team, who spent about a month off of the team due to injuries, but here he is. It's downfield. That's a shot for the rookie, Rondale Moore. It's intercepted instead by the man we picked up off the streets, Sam Beal. Oh, Beal on the return. Won't be able to make this a return even if he wants to, because there is a penalty that's going to be on our Texans that is going to be holding on Desmond King on the return. So instead of the opponent 39-yard line, we will go to our own 39-yard line. Unfortunate, and Sharping with broken ribs. He's out for at least the rest of this game. So back to the IR for him. As 2nd down, here's Adrian Peterson running the ball, and Adrian Peterson not getting too far. Adrian Peterson has probably been running the best out of our 3 running backs so far, so that's something to watch. It's 3rd down and 6. Check out the time Davis Mills has. Rolling, last second, firing, then connecting to Nico Collins. The Cardinals pass rush, which you think would be elite with Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt, not making any noise, and Collins, after getting the big catch on the last play, gets the touchdown on the next play, and Nico Collins is breaking out right in front of our eyes. Wow, Collins, who only had 1 touchdown reception entering this game, has 2 in the first half of this action alone. And yeah, Nico Collins, especially with no Brandon Cooks right now, definitely someone that not only we're happy to see him doing this well. We need him to play this well, arguably, because who else is going to do that in this offense, right? We can't rely on Golden Tate that much. We just signed Golden Tate off the streets. He's not really got those kind of ratings in Madden. Third down here for Kyler Murray, under 90 seconds to go in the first half. And you see Kyler, that's what we don't want him to do, breaking the pocket, especially on third down, giving him the extra time to make those reads. We want to make Kyler uncomfortable. We've done a great job of that in this first half as Kyler on second down, firing for Hopkins, and he got him. Gary and Connolly gambling for the interception, misses, and now DeAndre Hopkins is on fire, literally getting the reception. D-Hop starting to take over as the Cardinals looking for a touchdown for damage limitation before they go into the locker room. But check out the clock. Cardinals not using their timeouts. I have no idea what they're doing in this situation. Kyler letting the clock burn for no reason. This is really costing them as they run the ball here with Ito Smith. Ito gonna get a solid gain, but they need to call a timeout, and they're not. That's the way the first half ends. I don't know what Arizona's doing. Let's go to the halftime show. Welcome to the halftime show, where we have not only the game of the week, but probably the game of the year between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. An innocent Thursday night football matchup that turned out to be so much more. Simple check down Melvin Gordon. Whoa! Put him in the spin cycle. Melvin in for 6. You want to talk about a shootout. Both quarterbacks had over 500 passing yards each. And Baker Mayfield will be aided by the speedster Anthony Schwartz getting away for the touchdown. Drew Lock looking for the quick answer. Oh, he connects with Greedy Williams instead. He'll get greedy. He'll score the touchdown for the Browns, who slide into the lead. But as we enter the second half, this scoring only continued. Cortland Sutton back at the end zone. Schwartz back at it again, this time on the kick return. Look at him go. What an answer back by the Cleveland Browns. Oh, so scrappy, but I mean, defense was not meant to be found, right? Wrong. There was defense in this game as well. Kyle Fuller's got the pick, and he'll get a pick 6. Denver looking to grab control of this game, but the Browns scored 20 straight points in the fourth quarter, including disconnection to Odell Beckham Jr. Minute to go in the game. Oh, that's 4th and goal, and the rookie Williams denied. Baker looking to put his boys in field goal range. No, sir. All of a sudden, oh no, no one can come up clutch, and now it's going to come down to a Hail Mary. Is this the way the game ends? Drew Lock to decide it all, downfield, intercepted. It's Troy Hill, and why not? Let's go to overtime, where Drew Lock is going to throw the ball away. That's intentional grounding, and the Browns will get the football with a chance to win the game with just a field goal. Baker on the run, got him. It's Juice for the first down, mega gain, and now here it is, a field goal to decide it all. Good, and the Cleveland Browns win an unbelievable game on Thursday Night Football. Now let's go to the rest of the league action. This game was exciting in its own right. It started off with what looked to be the dagger to DeAndre Baker, but Derrick Henry was not going to let his team go out quietly. Gets the touchdown, and just about 30 seconds later, it's Henry again. What a game for the King. He sits on his throne as he takes down the Kansas City Chiefs single-handedly. As we check out Tua Tagovailoa downfield, Jalen Waddle. That was one of 3 long touchdowns for the rookie out of Alabama. Speaking of rookies, that's Javon Holland with an express lane for 6. And yeah, that game was a big yikes for the Falcons. Oh my! Oh, Jay Howard jumping over Jalen Johnson. Remember that name, by the way, as OJ doing his dance. There he is, Jalen Johnson. He'll get the last laugh in this game. He's not only got the pick, but he'll take it back for 6 as well. Tampa Bay collapses in the fourth quarter, and the Bears go over 500. Check out Deshaun Watson downfield. This is why the Eagles traded for the former Houston Texan, connecting with the rookie Devontae Smith, but after that it was all Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow cashes in for 6, and the Raiders improved to a 5-2 mark. This was quite the game. Jalen Ramsey for the pick. 2 of the NFC heavyweights doing battle, and it came down to the final frame of the game, where Trace McSorley started to heat up. This is in the third. This is TJ Hawkinson watching them all fall down as he goes in for 6, and then McSorley with the rainbow to the newly acquired Jamal Williams. stadium spinning, dazzling, touchdown. Oh my, Lions are heating up. Oh no, the gunner gets gunned down. Check out this way, the first half ends. Oh wow, the New York Jets stunning the Foxborough faithful, and then this deep shot connects, and the Jets simply pour it on the New England Patriots, who are struggling this season. One team that's not struggling, the Green Bay Packers, 7-0. One of the 2 remaining undefeated teams. The other remaining undefeated team, the Indianapolis Colts. They continued their barrage of defensive touchdowns, a pick 6 on the screen. Indy 7-0 as well. This game wasn't really a battle of the Titans, but we had Jamal Adams put on quite a display, including this pick 6. The Seahawks get their second win of the season, and finally, Daniel Jones went deep many times this game, including here to Darius Slayton to get their Giants their 3rd win of the year. And we are back with second half action here at State Farm Arena, and the Arizona Cardinals will start with ball in the second half, but still only having 3 points to their name, partially because of that absolutely botched 2-minute drill. I have no idea what the Cardinals were doing. It was their best drive of the day, and also their worst drive because of their refusal to look at the clock. I don't know what this guy was doing, but we'll take the early Christmas gift, and we'll take this sack as well. That could be a drive killer. And once again, that's just all the game plan, keeping Kyler in the pocket, forcing him to be a pocket passer on 3rd and 24. Kyler throws the pick. Read it and weep. It's Justin Reed on the interception, and the Cardinals are simply falling apart as Trenton Cannon getting nice blocks, and Trenton Cannon exploding. He will go all the way. Trenton Cannon getting playing time because of Philip Lindsay's mysterious disappearance from the team, and it's like Trenton Cannon's our Philip Lindsay out there. No drop-off at all, I suppose. And our Texans are dominating all of a sudden. And, our Texans have truly been an up-and-down team this season where, when we play against the great teams in the league, we seem to not be able to keep up. But when we play against teams like the 1-5 Arizona Cardinals, this happens. We are able to look like a team that could be a Super Bowl contender. It's a very up-and-down, very unstable team, but I think our identity is there. Right? An okay team, but not a great team, as Nico Collins getting wiggly. Nico Collins for the hat trick. Big fella with the sticky moves in the open field, and Nico Collins continues to become a star right before our eyes. Nico Collins, a rookie, a 70 overall. We're unsure of what his future is on this team for years to come, but with plays like this, I think if we're going to be rebuilding this Texans team, we can rebuild it with Nico Collins in mind, as Kyler Murray is struggling right now. He is missing open people right now. He is in his own head. I don't know if it's because we're keeping him in the pocket or what, but, he's holding the ball way too long and, getting in a lot of trouble right now. And, this offense is more stymied than it really needs to be. I think the Cardinals are in their own head right now, as Wilson's going to get the 3rd down conversion right there. But this game has simply slipped out of their hands at this point. Too many mistakes by the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for our Houston Texans, we seem to be doing a lot right. All the big plays seem to be going our way, whether it's Davis Mills breaking the pocket, or it's, getting stops on defense, or it's the Cardinals stopping themselves, as they'll get their 2nd 3rd down conversion of this drive. Ito Smith on the carry. Ito has not done too much to us on the ground. Kyler hits, he throws that ball right there as we send the pressure, and that's going to be the center, Rodney Hudson, who's going to go down. So, not going well at all for these Cardinals as they go to Ito Smith once again underneath. At this point, we're just kind of chilling and enjoying this game, right? Because we've got a tough game coming up next week against the Los Angeles Rams. We talked about how as that ball gets away from Kyler and Justin Reed just going to swat that one away. I thought that would actually go to Rondale Moore. That's why I swatted it instead of trying to pick it as 4th down. Here's Kyler. He's going to have time against the blitz. He'll get it to Andy Isabella for the 1st down. But, next week's game against the Rams, they're a good team. And like we talked about, against the good teams in the league, we struggle. So that's going to be a game that could be, a potential turning point for our seasons, or just, a reality check. This is who we really are, a team that's going to be, battling for a 500 record and maybe nothing more than that. But You know, we do have playoff aspirations as Lonnie Johnson's going to get the interception here. Kyler continuing to give out gifts, and Lonnie Johnson looking for the touchdown. He's got Kyler Murray to beat. Lonnie Johnson out of gas and wrapped up by Ito Smith. Unfortunate, Lonnie couldn't take it for 6 as David Johnson falling forward here. And at this point, we have the backups in the game. We have Adrian Peterson in for the touchdown. But yeah, no Nico Collins, no Davis Mills, and we find ourselves in a very odd spot with our Houston Texans, right? If you guys remember the rules from this league from last year, when you are in blowouts, you have to rest your starters. If you even have the starters in the game and run your offense, you risk getting suspended, even for the weirdest of reasons. But when you're the Houston Texans, what does that even mean as we get the interception here? My opponent putting his hands in the cookie jar, Monte Nicholson getting the INT. But yeah, does that mean putting Adrian Peterson instead of Trent Cannon in the game? That means putting Tyrod Taylor instead of Davis Mills in the game? That means putting, I don't know, Chris Connolly instead of Nico Collins? Like, I don't know, man, but we're doing is Tyrod Taylor running for the first down, and not going to be much of a drop-off because, I mean, the starters that we had beforehand weren't that good anyways, and honestly, Adrian Peterson in garbage time, we might be playing our best running back in garbage time. Checking out the way Adrian Peterson is running with power right now, I mean, this is the best play we've seen from the running back position from our Texans all season long. Whether it's Lindsey, it's David Johnson, whoever it is, Adrian Peterson, he's playing with style, and he's playing with power. And honestly, I think Adrian Peterson is going to have to be our starter going forward. Because if Philip Lindsey's not going to be a part of the team, AP might have to be our guy. But we'll see, man. Whatever is going on with Lindsey, he could be back next week. I don't know, man. Maybe he just has the flu. But I got a weird itch that Philip Lindsey will not be around. Yeah, we're just, like I said, enjoying this game as much as we can. It's an absolute blowout at this point. Not much left to say except it's milk and cookies time. Just try to get this game over with as soon as possible and get back out. And I believe we have a road game against the Rams coming up, like I said, as Kyler floating it there. That's about the best play we've seen from these Cardinals all day long is Ito Smith on the reception here. Cardinals still locked out of the end zone in this one at home. Got to be disappointing for the fans here at State Farm Arena as on the counter run Ito Smith. Our run defense is definitely a weak point of this team, but I don't think there's many strong points, right? Secondary can't be too big of a strength of our team anymore after trading away Bradley Roby. Lonnie Johnson could be playing cornerback for us down the road. Lonnie Johnson, a very versatile defensive back, and with no Bradley Roby, maybe that opens up more snaps for Lonnie Johnson, who's kind of falling out the rotation with Monte Nicholson playing well for us. Sam Beal also earning some spots himself. Sam Beal with his second interception of this game, his debut game for the Houston Texans. Sam Beal looking to go for the touchdown, but for the second time in a row, we're denied a couple of yards from getting a pick six. We'll get the touchdown with Tyrod Taylor. And of course, Tyrod Taylor saw some action in that fourth quarter against the Indianapolis Colts last week, but we did turn to Davis Mills to be our starter, and Davis Mills, to his credit, responded very well. So I think Davis Mills will continue to be our starter going forward, and unfortunately for Tyrod, he'll just have to ride the bench unless we have an injury or Davis Mills completely falls apart, neither of which are out of the question. So Tyrod's just going to have to stay ready, but you see what Tyrod can bring to this team in the limited fourth quarter action that we've seen from him so far, as Ito Smith trying to make some moves out here. It is 56-3 at this point, and we're running up the score without really wanting to, right? Like, the Cardinals keep throwing picks our way. Why not? And you see, once again, Kyler just really struggling to see the field right now. And, yeah, we're getting pressure on him, holding the ball way too long, not making those quick reads, and making our pass rush look better than it actually is. Look at that. Back-to-back sacks for us. This time it's Lonnie Johnson. He's got a pick. He's got a sack as well in this game. And it's 4th down and 32, and the Cardinals offense, for whatever reason, is on the field. And Kyler will fumble the ball once again. And we're not even going to return that one right there. We're just going to get this game over with, even though Jenkins might have had a chance to do the old scoop and score. We're just going to mercy kill this game out here. Jacob Martin forcing another forced sack or a forced fumble in this game, and yeah, couple of knees, get out of here. Show mercy to the opponent. GG's to the Cardinals. A very dominant 56-3 win in the desert. And yeah, I really don't know what to say about this game. Honestly, it's only one game, right? It's only one game. The loss against the Colts was only one game. This dominant win against the Cardinals is only one game, right? It's a roller coaster season with our Houston Texans. You just got to strap in and be ready for anything, right? So on that note, leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed today's game. If you're a fan of seeing us win, you definitely enjoyed this one. Subscribe for more Madden 22 gameplays. Next time I see you guys, we're going to have to talk trade one more time. Brandon Cooks and Phillip Lindsay both missing. That means that we could be having a potential blockbuster trade or /trades on our hand. I'll see you guys for that next time.